Hello and welcome to another video for Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today we're looking at something that's now quite old, has become quite collectible, and was released as part of the 40th anniversary series of limited edition collector plates. Although these were produced for the 40th anniversary, but they were released a good few years prior to the 40th anniversary on television. Now, as you know, that Doctor Who aired originally in November 1963, and it originally ran right up until 1989 before the series was axed. And at that point, there had been 7 actors that all portrayed the part of the Doctor. The very first being William Hartnell, then Patrick Troughton, then John Pertwee, then Tom Baker, followed by Peter Davison, Colin Baker, and finally Sylvester McCoy until the series was axed in '89. And obviously, then there was the movie produced with Paul McGann, and then of course when the series came back in 2005, it was Christopher Eccleston who took on the mantle as the Doctor. But we're going back to the 1970s here, and we're going back to the Tom Baker era of Doctor Who, and these plates, these collectible plates released for the 40th anniversary, are all based around his era of the Doctor, and the characters that appeared in his episodes. Okay, so this is the box in front of us, and the front of the box, it says BBC logo at the top, and you can see an image of Tom Baker in his first season as the Doctor, and there's a white Imperial Dalek to the right of him, a Cyberman, and Davros. And it says Doctor Who limited edition collector plates, and it's got cards, inks, characters at the bottom left hand corner. Okay, that's the front of the box. Let's turn the box around now to the back, and let's have a look at what we got printed on the reverse. Okay, so I've turned the box around to the back, and this is what it's got on the back. So again, it's got Doctor Who limited edition collector plates, and it shows you the 4 plates in this particular series. So you had the Doctor, Davros, the Daleks, and the Cybermen. And it says, travelling through time and space on board the TARDIS, the Doctor and co begin their adventures on November 23rd, 1963. In all, the Doctor has been through 8 transformations, a number of assistants, and fought many foes, from the infamous Daleks to the formidable Cybermen. The Doctor has seen his share of action. Now, in celebration of 40 years of the nation's favourite time traveller, Card Inc. characters are proud to present the Doctor Who limited edition collector plate series. The first issue features the 4th Doctor portrayed on screen by Tom Baker and his arch enemies Davros, the Daleks, and the Cybermen. Produced in a limited edition of only 2,000 pieces, each plate comes complete with an individual numbered certificate of authenticity. It says collect them all before they dematerialise. Look for more exciting Doctor Who collectibles from Cards Inc. Characters including collectors' cookie jars and collectors' playing cards. And you got Doctor Who 40th anniversary, 1963-2003. You got all the BBC logo there. You got all the copyright information to the right, and it says characters, Cards Inc. characters, and then you got the old Cards Inc. address, which used to be in Watford. Obviously Cards Inc. are no longer around, but that was their big warehouse in Watford at the time. Okay, that is the box. I think what we're going to do now, we're going to open it up and see which plate we've got inside this one. I'll give you a clue. It's the Cybermen. Okay, let's open it up and let's take it out and let's have a look at it. Okay, so I've removed the plate from the box, and this is what we got. So the Cyberman plate comes sitting in this polystyrene surround. It does have a cover which goes over the top of it, but I've taken that off so we can actually see the plate. And also we get this limited edition certificate of authenticity. And this says Doctor Who BBC limited edition collector's plate, certificate of authenticity, the Cybermen. This is to certify that the collector's plate is part of a limited edition, and it's number 156 of 2,000 pieces, signed on behalf of Cards Inc. There, and you've got the characters, Cards Inc. characters logo, Doctor Who 40th anniversary logo, Doctor Who logos and Cybermen, and copyright information all on the bottom there. The back of the certificate is blank. Okay, so let's just move that out of the way. So this is the plate itself, And as you can see, it's got an image of the Cybermen from the 1970s, and that looks like they're from the Tom Baker episode. Now, what was that called? Revenge of the Cybermen, I think. So it looks like they're from that particular episode, which I think was his third or fourth story. A fourth story, I think it was, into Tom Baker's era of Doctor Who. And it says the Cyberman, and it's got emotion is a weakness, as you can see at the bottom there. Okay, let's just get some sizes of this plate. So we're measuring across, it's 20 centimeters. Now I think that equates to 8 inches, and yes it does, exactly 8 inches. So it's 8 inches in diameter. And you can see around the outside you've got the roundels, which are pretty much like you got inside the TARDIS of the time. And there we are. It's a nice glossy finish. It's not to be eaten on, and also it's not dishwasher or microwave safe. So, but you know, you can't eat on them, so we wouldn't put them in a dishwasher or microwave anyway. Okay, let's remove the plate from the polystyrene surround. Let's drop it out, and let's see what we've got on the back. Okay, I'm just going to pop it back in there just to hold it up, and it says BBC the Cybermen from the Doctor Who collector plate series, limited edition of 2000, Cards Inc. characters, and it's got Doctor Who logo and copyright information at the bottom there. Not for food use. Food consumed from this plate may be harmful, and that's obviously because of the paint that's used on the plate itself. So these are decorative plates, and they are not for eating on. So they really are just display pieces. I'm just going to pop that back into the surround there, so I don't damage it in any way. Okay, so that is the plate. Now, there was 4 produced for the original set of 4. They did produce some more after that, but the original set of 4 was of the Cybermen, the Daleks, Davros, and one of the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker. So there was a set of 4. How well did they do back in? Well, it says 2003, but I happen to know that these were released. I think they were released between 96 and 99, because I happen to know that we actually had these in stock. We bought quite a few off of Cards Inc. When they were released. And we had them in the shop, and they were marked up as 40th anniversary, or for the upcoming 40th anniversary of Doctor Who, limited edition plates. But we sold the shop in late 2001, early 2002. So I happen to know that by the time the 40th anniversary had hit, we'd actually moved, and the shop had been sold. So I do know for sure these were released way before then. So we had them in the shop for quite some time. We had about 40 of each come in, and we sold them relatively quickly, and they were sold out, and we couldn't get any more, and that was long before we actually sold the shop. So they were released way before 2003, even though they were advertised as a 40th anniversary merchandise. Okay, so yes, they done it remarkably well. As I say, we had stock coming from Cards Inc., and then we couldn't get any more because the stock in the UK had depleted, and there was nothing more available for us. So they done remarkably. They sold out basically, and there, also bear in mind there was only 2,000 of each piece available, so it wasn't a big quantity. And there's a lot of Doctor Who fans in the UK that was all desperate for Doctor Who merchandise, and the plates at the time was quite a good selling item. Okay, let's move forward then. Let's say 2003. So let's move forward 22 years now, because we're 2025. Do these come up for sale very often on the platforms? Well, they do occasionally come up on the platforms. You do find them on the platforms, to be perfectly honest with you. Most of them have been used or displayed. Some of them still come boxed with the certificates. Some of them come boxed missing the certificates. And some of them are just the plate on their own. But they do appear on the platforms, and you can find them. If you just want one to hang up on a wall without the certificate, without the box, then a cheap option is buying one off a platform. However, if you want the whole lot, brand spanking new, as this one is, complete with the box and the certificate, and this one's a very low number of only 156. You need to come to somebody like us, because they don't appear on the platforms very often. Incidentally, the plates that we have in stock, we've got the entire range of the 4 plates, and they were all a part of a closed down shop merchandise that had been a shop had been around for since the 1970s, selling comics and merchandise. But sadly, after COVID, they couldn't make things work, and decided to retire. And we were fortunate enough to go in and buy all their stock, and they had loads and loads of old stock in their stock room, which was like Aladdin's cave for me. When I walked in and saw all the merchandise, it was a must. We had to buy all the stock. So we did, and fortunately, there was a whole case. Well, it's a whole case. There was about 6 or 8 of each of these plates in a sealed box, which we're fortunate enough to find, and we're now making those plates available to our customers on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Doctor Who items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I'm absolutely positive this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you're looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful Doctor Who Cyberman plate with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.